This is Ninh Binh. It's one of Vietnam's most stunning locations. But can you really see everything in just 24 hours? From epic viewpoints to hidden caves, I'm taking on the ultimate challenge, seeing it all in just 24 hours. And if I fail, I have to eat this. So roast street goat is a common delicacy here in Ninh Binh. It's something I really don't want to eat, so let's get this done. Let's go. Alright, so here's the deal. I have exactly 24 hours, from 12 noon today to 12 noon tomorrow, to hit every major attraction in Ninh Binh. This might sound doable, but what's a challenge without rules? Rule number 1, I can only use a motorbike or taxi. Rule number 2, I must hit all the major attractions in Ninh Binh. Rule number 3 is I cannot skip meals, because what's travelling without trying local food? Rule number 4 is I must arrive or leave each attraction during daylight hours, so no sneaky nighttime visits. And as for the attractions, here is the list. And if I fail, I have to eat goat. Let's just say I really don't want to lose. Just made it to the first attraction and we've got to get tickets, so we better get around here pretty quick. Alright, so we currently got our tickets. There's 2 of us. We end up going for 4 tickets instead of just 2 tickets, and we could get the whole boat to ourselves. So it's 250,000 dong per ticket. So it comes to a total of 1 million Vietnamese dong for the 4 tickets. So it was going to cost us 500, but we doubled it to make sure we can get this done quickly. So the other challenge I've got to overcome today is the air quality. As you can see there, it's 169 and considered unhealthy. So I did bring a mask with me, so I'll be wearing that to help me through the day. Right, so quick visit to just experience some culture here, and then we're off to the next place. So we're doing tour 3, which includes 3 underground rivers, so going through the caves, and 3 spiritual sites. So 1 spiritual site is done, and this is the first cave. Might have to help him a bit get through this. If I paddle, then we can get through it quicker. So we're just stopping at the second spiritual site. So this one's another temple. We'll go over the bridge here. Okay, so we've done 2 caves and 2 spiritual sites. Now back onto the boat. Let's keep it going. Got to wear the life jackets on the boat. It's like Vietnam's the only country in Southeast Asia that care about OH&S. They wear their helmets on the roads, and yeah, you just don't see it much in other countries. So these are the Ninh Binh mountains. You see these limestone cliffs, these casts just everywhere. It's known for it, this whole area. They come out of rice paddies and rice fields, out of rivers. They're just everywhere here. And this is some of the best of it right here. They just look amazing. I don't know of too many places like this in the world. Ninh Binh is quite special. As you'll see with the rest of the attractions, there's a lot to see and do here. And a lot of it is just amazing. It's just beautiful to see. It's a beautiful day, not a cloud in the sky. So this is our last cave system. It's only 150 meters, but looks pretty cool. So here we are at the last spiritual site. Just more temples. But very cool. Alright, that's done. Now back to the boat. This is one of the most famous attractions in all of Ninh Binh. It's a floating pagoda. Looks really cool. Okay, so that's the first activity done. Took time check. It is 2:16. Now it's off to the next location. So this is Hoa Lu, the ancient capital. So this is it, ancient capital. There's the emperor's tomb at the top. And there's a few temples around in here. Looks like they've got something going on over here. I'm not sure what it is. School carnival or something? Vietnamese, they might be small, but they can be really loud. So this is the viewer, Din Tian Hong. These are the dragon beds. So the Vietnamese actually believed strongly in dragons, and they created beds for them. So they're the ancient replicas that they have here. I want to be quick, but I don't want to like rush around too much, just out of respect, because it is an ancient capital, right? And quite a spiritual center for the local people here and for Vietnam as a whole. So they used to carry these. Imagine that. Used to carry people sitting on those. Intense. You can smell the incense burning at all these spiritual locations. I've noticed rather than call them cultural locations here, they call them spiritual locations in all the translated to English versions of it. So it's quite interesting that they do spiritual rather than cultural. But getting up these steps to the Emperor's tomb. We made it. So this is where the Emperor lies. It's the old Emperor's tomb. So that was the Emperor of Vietnam in the ancient capital. We've got one more place to visit and then we're done at the ancient capital. So just a quick cultural tour here, getting through it as fast as I can actually. So just keep pushing through because I don't want to be eating goat, so let's do it. They're pretty loud over there, pretty noisy. Here's another dragon bed. This place is pretty cool. I do like the Hoa Lu Ancient Capital. It's just great to see so much culture. So relics dating back more than 1,000 years, some of those dragon beds. So. It's amazing they used to sit in those things. It's a bit slippery. Yeah. This is really awesome to see, actually. And these ancient flags, you do see them around Ninh Binh. They have little to do with the current Vietnamese flag, but they're all over Ninh Binh, especially in these historical locations. These spiritual sites. It's really cool. So we've just made it through the gates here at Bai Dinh Pagoda. We're on our way to the electric bus. We are here, it's 4:30, so we have made it before the sun goes down. So tickets are 3,000 Vietnamese, 300,000 Vietnamese dong per person. And the Hoa Lu Ancient Capital, the entrance fee there was just 20,000 Vietnamese dong. So this is it, Bai Dinh Pagoda. So it's another spiritual, cultural experience where we get to see it by day during sunset, and then at night, after it gets dark, all the lights come on and it glows. Just have a look at this. This is pretty cool. The temples throughout Southeast Asia are amazing, and Vietnam certainly do them well. I haven't actually seen any place like this before. Oh. Have you seen anything like this? This is completely new to me. Very cool. Just have a look at this place. I'm speaking really quiet because there's people praying. This is amazing. Oh. So cool. Even just the art. So this is so amazing. So cool. How beautiful is it? Never seen anything like this. This was at Trang earlier today. It's an ostrich on the back of a turtle. And that's a lotus flower in its mouth. It's all the golden Buddhas on the wall. They're just everywhere. Vietnam are no joke about their drinking culture. You can even buy beer at the temples here. So when you're in Vietnam, why not have a beer and enjoy a sunset at a temple? Pretty cool, I think. They all seem to repeat quite a bit similar. But very cool, just the same. Got these. They all have these lined all the way up so high, these golden Buddhas. This is something for sure. Never have I ever seen anything like this. This is amazing. So just made it to the top of this pagoda, and as you can see, the sunset has already gone, but you can still see a bit of those mountains out there, which looks pretty cool. We tried to go to the restaurant waiting for the lights to come on, but the lights are starting to come on now, so that's pretty cool. But the restaurant itself is totally closed, so but the sun is going down and the lights are on and it's really starting to look beautiful. the floor and steps are made of marble. So they got us wearing these booties that cover our shoes. This place looks amazing at night. Check it out. This place is so cool. Just one more stop and then that's it here. So let's check it out. This is it. This is the bell tower. Head to the top, ring the bell, and we're done. Challenge accepted. Okay, so to ring the bell, they've actually bolted the thing that you can ring the bell with. So no bell ringing today, but what a bell it is. It's pretty amazing. I don't know how much they spent on this place, but it must be a lot. Oh yeah. So we're all finished now at the pagoda. Really enjoyed it actually. Just blown away by the Bai Dinh Pagoda. I thought it looked pretty cool from what I'd seen in the photos, but to see it in real life is just quite impressive. So one thing you have to do is come down to family restaurant in Tam Coc and have the roast duck. It is the best roast duck I've had anywhere in the world. Just cooked to perfection, still moist and tender on the inside, and seasoned. The seasoning on it is just amazing. It's just cooked so well. So good. That's a wrap for today. I'll go home, recharge, get some rest, and be up early. It's really dark, and I'm making my way up the steps. Super dark here, so we'll see how we go. Made it to the Mua Viewpoint for sunrise, but unfortunately it's just full of cloud. Vietnamese can be so loud. It's only like 6 in the morning. You can hear that music coming from a house over there. Could be a wedding today or something. This is a beautiful spot though, even in this foggy, cloudy environment. Still looks amazing. There's all these goats over here. Oh, I really don't want to be eating one of these guys later. That would be pretty sad. That's for sure. More steps to go up, and we can get to the lion dragon. I've actually been up here once before, and it's much better. Early in the morning, there's nowhere near as many crowds. Here we are at the Dragon. Just the views from here, down there. It's amazing. Over here. Pretty cool. Such a beautiful place, Ninh. And nothing quite captures it like this hung Mua Viewpoint. It is amazing. Views are absolutely breathtaking, even in this foggy, cloudy environment. It's very cinematic. Really cool. The fog is so thick you can feel the water in it. It's not quite like rain. Almost feels like it's sprinkling just a little bit, but it's clearly not. And it's just the water in the air, basically in amongst the cloud. It's really low. After this, I've still got quite a few activities to go, so I might have to get moving. Keep this going as much as I like to stay up here. Got to keep going, otherwise one of those goats might be lunch. So this place is called Banh Mhi Ninh Khoi. It's known as the best banh mi place in Ninh Binh. So if you are here, come down, check it out. It's in Tam Coc. So I ordered the grilled chicken, add cheese. Right, so we got our tickets. For some reason, you had to catch a bus to the ticket counter and then a bus back, but it was a free electric bus that does it for you, and we had to wait around, so we just lost time. And this tour takes 1.5 to 2 hours, so this is one of the best attractions in Ninh Binh, so it's worth the hassle to get tickets and get down here. Up there was the Lying Dragon. That's where we were just before. This is one of my favorite attractions in all of Ninh Binh. It's just so peaceful. You're literally going through these rice fields, which is not something you normally see, like paddling on a river next to rice fields. We all see the rice terraces in Bali and those kind of things, but this is just something completely different. It's good. They're all really green at the moment. Just beautiful. And this one too has the underground river. So this area that we're in right now, it was actually used for the movie King Kong Skull Island. So this is where they did some of the filming of that movie. They showed it between this location and Halong Bay. So it's just turned 9:15. There's this really good egg coffee place across the road here, Com Tam Digaka. So gonna go check that out, have an egg coffee. So the trick with this is to mix it a lot. Egg coffee requires a lot of mixing to the point where you should only have a little bit at the top. And the good thing is here they serve it in a glass, so you can actually see what's mixing and what's not. So you just got to keep going until it mixes through, so then you've only got a small little bit left at the top. We're going to try and push some down a bit. Takes a while. This should get us close. You really want to get it like that. So here we are at the Bich Dong Pagoda. It's another spiritual site. It's really what Ninh Binh is all about. That and the river tours, the lookout. It's amazing. Just a lot of steps. That is one thing that you do need to do, is a lot of steps. These buildings are very old. You can see it's very Chinese influenced. Interesting spot for a bell. Right in the middle of the cave. It's pretty cool. It's nice. It's a really good spiritual site, this one. Bai Dinh Pagoda. It's nice, for sure. So, this is the famous Instagram spot. If you want to get your Instagram photos, this is where you do it. Right here, with that entrance gate. Back to the bike, onto the next stop now. This place is amazing. I really like these style of temples that they've got here in Ninh Binh. So there's two temples at this place. So this is Chua Vang. So you got the main temple at the front, and then this one at the back. I'm not even sure if this is a temple, but it's really just to represent this lady. The painting of her in Trang. Yeah, so I'm not entirely sure what this building represents. This place also lights up at night, but you can't actually enter at night. I think they close the entrance at about 6, which is when the lights come on. So the last stop is Hoa Lu Ancient Town. So it's different to the ancient capital. That's where the relics were. This is ancient town. So much culture here. It's amazing to see, actually. So there's 2 temples and a climb to the top here to ring the bell. And let's have a look. I've got like 20 minutes to get this done. Okay, I've got 15 minutes. It's doable. Just have a look at the walls. Just the walls in this place. And they go all the way up to the roof. They're completely handcrafted. Just amazing. Ninh Binh, so rich in culture. This is the same lady. So she managed the construction of a lot of these buildings, the Bai Dinh Pagoda, these two temples, and was a big part of Ninh Binh becoming UNESCO World Heritage listed. So they've built these in her honor next to the temples. As you might have seen at the beginning of this video, this place does light up at night and just looks amazing as well. So definitely worth coming down here and checking it out at night. But to finish this attraction, I've still got more to do. That's right, more steps. Here we go. Made it with 3 minutes to go. 11:57. So that's it for this challenge. If you think you can do the challenge, go for it. You're more than welcome to give it a try. It is achievable. Don't drive or ride a bike crazy to do it. So you can do it safely. I wasn't speeding or carrying on crazy trying to do it. And I still wasn't running around trying to get through these because they were all cultural locations. And a lot of time on the boats and things like that. It just wasn't an option. So it wasn't that packed. But as you can see, Ninh Binh has quite a few highlights. You could take your time, do it in 2 to 3 days and have an amazing time. So if you want to know more about what Ninh Binh is like right now, I do have a video. It'll pop up right here, which breaks down what Ninh Binh is like, who it's for, what the challenges are here, or things tourists don't like about the place. So that way you've got everything you need to make a informed decision. So just click here to go watch it. Otherwise, have an awesome day.